Did you know that after the age of 60, you can lose between 1% to 3% of your muscle mass each year, even if you still feel like you're eating normally and don't have any obvious problems? According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, this phenomenon is called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it doesn't just affect your appearance or weight, but is directly linked to your mobility, balance, recovery after illness, and overall lifespan. What's more concerning is that this process happens silently, without pain, without clear signs, until you realize you're no longer walking as steadily as before, or simply having difficulty getting up from your familiar armchair. Scary, isn't it? But this is not something beyond your control. Research from McMaster University in Canada has shown that a pre-bedtime diet, if chosen wisely, can be one of the most important factors in combating muscle loss in older adults. They found that certain foods, rich in nutrients like leucine, casein, tryptophan, and magnesium, when consumed before sleep, help the body maintain protein synthesis while you're resting, meaning they nourish your muscles even while you're fast asleep. And I think of myself. There was a long time when I believed that eating late at night or before bed was bad. I avoided all sorts of things, yet I felt my body getting weaker, my limbs less agile than before. Until I started to change. Not with medication, not with expensive supplements, but simply with natural foods, readily available in my kitchen, and I ate them before going to sleep. What was the miracle? I felt the difference within just the first few weeks. No more waking up with soreness, no more stiffness when climbing stairs. And when I shared this with friends my age, they tried it too, and began to feel the difference. Are you starting to notice small changes in your body? Have you ever thought, I feel weaker lately, or why do my legs feel tired so often these days? Maybe it's not just aging. It could be your muscles silently crying out for help, lacking the fuel they need to recover overnight. In today's video, we're going to explore 4 types of foods that science has proven can help hold on tight to every precious muscle fiber in your body. Not medications, not complicated workouts, just things you can eat deliciously before bedtime. If you truly want to preserve your flexibility, independence, and the right to live life on your terms as you age, then don't take your eyes off this video. And hey, I want to hear from you too. Are you currently having a light snack before bed? Have you ever felt your muscles weakening without knowing why? Leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else find the solution they've been looking for. And if you found today's information helpful, please hit like, share the video with your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so we can continue this journey together in upcoming videos. Are you ready? Let's begin the journey of protecting your muscles, starting with tonight's sleep. At first, you might not notice it, but this is exactly the first food you should think of if you want to protect your muscles as you enter your later years. No fuss, no elaborate preparation, just a handful of pumpkin seeds each night can give your body a remarkable advantage, deeper sleep and stronger muscles. The question is, why pumpkin seeds? And why are they important enough to be placed as the #1 priority? The answer lies in the perfect combination of magnesium and tryptophan, 2 nutrients that are absolutely essential for older adults, especially those facing the silent yet very common problem of muscle loss. Magnesium, a mineral often deficient in the elderly, not only helps relax muscles, but also stabilizes heart rhythm, reduces stress, and supports more efficient protein absorption. A study published by the National Institutes of Health shows that over 45% of people over 60 have magnesium levels lower than recommended, increasing the risk of muscle weakness, sleep disorders, and metabolic issues. A lack of magnesium can prevent your muscles from properly resting at night, and as a result, instead of recovering, they continue to deteriorate. Meanwhile, tryptophan is an essential amino acid that your body cannot produce on its own. It's the raw material for making serotonin, the hormone that promotes relaxation, and melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Pumpkin seeds are one of the very few plant-based sources that contain both of these valuable substances, a natural gift that helps you fall asleep more easily, sleep more deeply, and during that sleep, your muscle tissues are repaired and regenerated effectively. But what's even more concerning is this. Many older adults don't realize they are nutrient-starved at night. They eat well during the day, but go to bed on an empty stomach, providing no protein or minerals to support muscle recovery. And this is the biggest hidden issue. Muscles have nothing to rebuild during the night, leading to silent degeneration over months, even years. Pumpkin seeds are a simple yet incredibly effective solution. Easy to store, easy to eat, and they don't spike blood sugar, unlike some sweet snacks many people tend to have before bed. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons of lightly roasted pumpkin seeds in the evening can provide around 150 milligrams of magnesium along with a significant amount of tryptophan. A study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found that people who consume tryptophan-rich foods before sleep not only experience better sleep quality, but also improved mood and reduced anxiety levels. This result is especially meaningful for older adults, a group more vulnerable to sleep disorders, stress, and hormonal imbalances. It's also important to emphasize, not all seeds are created equal. If you choose salted, deep-fried, or sugar-coated pumpkin seeds, most of the benefits are lost. Prioritize unsalted, oil-free roasted seeds, or better yet, raw seeds soaked overnight and then air-dried or gently dehydrated. That way, you preserve the full spectrum of live enzymes and natural nutrients. And if you're wondering, can just a small handful of seeds do anything? Then remember, it's the consistency that makes the difference. Like a single brick in a foundation, a daily handful of seeds can help rebuild the muscles you're gradually losing with age. So, before turning to expensive supplements or complicated workout programs, you can begin with the simplest thing: pumpkin seeds every night. If pumpkin seeds are the first brick quietly strengthening the foundation for deep sleep and muscle recovery, then kiwi is the key that unlocks the body's true state of relaxation. Remarkably, this small, sweet and tangy fruit can deliver such surprising effects on sleep and muscle strength, something most older adults are struggling to find, without realizing kiwi might be their quietly powerful ally. Let's begin with a simple question. Why do so many older adults complain that they can't sleep deeply, can't maintain their muscle mass like before, even though they try to stay active and eat healthily? The answer may lie in a hidden corner of the biological clock, serotonin. This is a neurotransmitter that plays a fundamental role in sleep, mood, and energy restoration. And kiwi, according to many studies, is a fruit that naturally stimulates serotonin production. A clinical study published by Taipei Medical University showed that adults who ate 2 kiwis 1 hour before bedtime for 4 weeks fell asleep 35% faster on average and increased their total sleep time by up to 13%. Not only that, but the number of times they woke up in the middle of the night also decreased significantly. If you're an older adult who often finds yourself waking up at 2 a.m. and tossing and turning, unable to fall back asleep, you'll understand just how valuable every minute of deep sleep truly is. But kiwi doesn't stop at helping you sleep. Each kiwi contains a range of powerful antioxidants such as vitamin C and polyphenol, which act as a shield to protect muscle cells from the attack of free radicals, molecules that contribute to aging and muscle degeneration over time. Older adults often don't realize that fatigue and muscle weakness are not only due to a lack of physical activity, but also to silent inflammation in muscle tissues. Kiwi, with its natural anti-inflammatory properties, helps soothe oxidative responses that damage soft tissues, a mechanism that indirectly protects muscles, though few consider it when eating a piece of fruit. Another interesting fact: kiwi is rich in folate and vitamin K, 2 components that help improve blood circulation and boost metabolism, which is especially beneficial for muscle recovery during sleep. Have you ever felt exhausted upon waking, even after going to bed early? That might be because your muscles weren't properly nourished during the night. In that context, combining kiwi with pumpkin seeds, a rich source of tryptophan and magnesium, creates the perfect pair. One helps you fall asleep faster, the other maintains muscle relaxation throughout the night. The problem is, many people think of kiwi as just a regular fruit for refreshment. They have no idea that each kiwi is a natural, non-prescription medicine for the brain, sleep, and muscle strength. And because kiwi has a low glycemic index, it doesn't cause dangerous nighttime blood sugar spikes, something especially critical for older adults with metabolic disorders or diabetes. Just imagine, simply slice a kiwi in half, scoop out each cool, tender spoonful, and enjoy it before bedtime. You're not just treating yourself to a light dessert, you're investing in your mobility, clarity of mind, and overall health. The question is, have you ever considered kiwi as an essential part of your evening meal? And if not, maybe today is the day to change that. We'd love to know about your evening eating habits. What do you usually eat before going to bed? Share it in the comments below. Your experience might give someone else a great idea for their health. And if you think kiwi deserves a place in your nightly routine, hit the like button to let us know you're joining us on this smart and sustainable journey to restore muscle strength. Next, it's time for an unexpected ally, fresh cheese. At this point, many people might shake their heads. Cheese? Isn't that a fatty food that's not good for older adults? This very belief has caused many to miss out on a golden opportunity to nourish their muscles naturally and effectively, especially at night, when the body enters its recovery and rebuilding phase. Fresh cheese, especially cottage cheese, is not like aged cheeses. It doesn't go through long fermentation and is significantly lower in fat. But what truly sets it apart is its content of slow-digesting casein protein. While other proteins are quickly broken down, casein works slowly and steadily over several hours during sleep, exactly when your body needs a steady supply of nutrients to repair muscles after a long day. Imagine you're building a house. Daytime is when you lay the bricks, and nighttime is when you let them dry and settle. Without the right material to keep those bricks in place, the house could collapse. Muscles work the same way. And casein is the binding mortar that keeps everything stable through the night. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that consuming 30 to 40 grams of casein protein from cottage cheese before bed not only boosts muscle protein synthesis, but also significantly improves muscle strength and mass in older adults, even if they don't engage in high-intensity exercise. This is an extremely important finding, because it proves one thing. You don't need to hit the gym every day to maintain muscle. You just need to eat the right food at the right time. The story doesn't stop there. In addition to protein, cottage cheese also provides a dose of leucine, a critically important amino acid that activates muscle protein synthesis, along with vitamin B12 and calcium, which support neurotransmission and muscle contraction. That means you're not only keeping your muscles strong, but also optimizing your mobility and balance, key factors in preventing falls as you age. However, what makes cottage cheese so quietly powerful is its alignment with your body's circadian rhythm. At night, natural insulin levels drop, cortisol levels shift, and that's when your body needs a steady supply of nutrients to avoid mistakenly feeding on its muscle for energy. Instead of letting that happen, a small portion of cottage cheese before bed can help keep everything in balance, without weight gain, without blood sugar spikes, while creating a shield to protect your muscles from breakdown. Do you remember those sleepless nights caused by muscle cramps, the morning leg fatigue, or simply noticing it's harder to get up than before? Sometimes, you don't need to reach for medication or expensive treatments. Just one small bowl of cottage cheese each night could be the beginning of a big change. Of course, not everyone loves the taste of cottage cheese, but you can make it more enjoyable by combining it with berries, sprinkling chia seeds on top, or mixing in a bit of raw honey. Simple, light, easy to digest, but a powerful dose of nutrients for a body in need of internal support. Ultimately, what matters isn't the word cheese. It's about what you're giving your body at the moment it needs it most. Aging muscles can't recover on their own, but with one small choice before bed, you're allowing that recovery to happen. So tonight, instead of skipping your evening snack, why not give your body a chance to restore itself fully with a simple gift like cottage cheese? In the list of foods that protect and nourish muscles at night, if cottage cheese is the quiet night watchman, then eggs are the silent warrior. Simple, but incredibly powerful. It might sound basic, just an egg, but if you're over 60, don't underestimate it. Eggs aren't just ordinary food. For aging muscle health, they are one of the most effective and reliable tools available. So why eggs? Because in the world of nutrition, eggs are considered to have a nearly perfect biological value. That means your body can absorb and use the protein from eggs more efficiently than from any other source, even beef or salmon. One large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein, including all the essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle mass. But what makes eggs especially valuable for older adults is the presence of an amino acid called leucine. Leucine acts as the key that unlocks the process of protein synthesis in muscle. When you eat eggs, especially in the evening, the leucine in eggs helps awaken the reconstruction workers in your muscles, promoting repair, recovery, and maintenance of muscle mass throughout the night. This is extremely important because in older adults, the body often becomes less responsive to protein, making muscle building less efficient. But leucine can wake up that sluggish response, something few other proteins can do as effectively. A study from the University of Illinois showed that older adults who ate whole eggs after exercising had 40% higher muscle protein synthesis compared to those who ate only egg whites, even though the total amount of protein was the same. This shows that the yolk, often avoided due to cholesterol concerns, actually contains some of the most essential nutrients needed to prevent muscle loss. In addition to leucine, the yolk provides choline, crucial for neuromuscular function, and vitamin D, which supports muscle function and calcium absorption for strong bones. Have you ever skipped eggs at dinner just because you thought they were too heavy or not heart-friendly? The good news is that many modern studies, including data from the Harvard School of Public Health, show that consuming 1 to 2 eggs per day does not increase the risk of cardiovascular disease in healthy individuals, including older adults. On the contrary, eggs provide a wide range of nutrients that help protect your overall health as you age. And what's even better is that eggs are easy to digest, easy to prepare, and incredibly versatile. You can boil them, steam them, or make an omelet with leafy greens. A light dinner with a boiled egg and a slice of whole grain bread is not only nutritious, but also helps you sleep better and recover muscle more effectively after a day of activity. The question is, are you missing out on this simple yet powerful solution each night? If you often wake up with sore muscles or feel yourself getting weaker week by week, this might just be the gentle reminder you need. Try adding an egg to your dinner or evening snack for a few weeks, and you'll feel the difference. Deeper sleep, more strength, and a newfound steadiness when stepping out of bed each morning. Eggs are not a miracle, but in the world of food, they are a gift, small, humble, but capable of making a big difference. Especially when you're at an age where every gram of muscle you preserve is worth its weight in gold. You may have heard somewhere that muscles leave you with time, but the truth is, we are not completely powerless against it. Muscles don't disappear overnight. They slip away quietly, gram by gram, chunk by chunk, when you don't sleep deeply enough, when you forget to give your body the nutrients it needs, especially in the hours before bedtime. But with just a small change, repeated consistently each night, you'll see the opposite happen. Your body starts holding on to strength, step by step, and you feel that steadiness more clearly beneath your feet. We've now explored for seemingly simple foods that play incredibly special roles. Pumpkin seeds, kiwi, cottage cheese, and eggs. Each has its trait, its own unique support mechanism, from helping relax your muscles, regulating sleep, nourishing muscle overnight, to stimulating the body's natural protein synthesis. And importantly, all of them are easy to find, easy to use, and most of all, compatible with the daily rhythm of life for older adults. There's no need for expensive foods or strict diets. No need to chase extreme fitness trends. Each of us, whether past 60, 70, or beyond, can begin taking care of our muscles again, starting tonight, with simple yet smart choices. A few dry-roasted pumpkin seeds, a refreshing kiwi, a few slices of cottage cheese, a gently boiled egg. These could be the gentle medicine that nourishes both your sleep and your slowly fading muscles, effectively and quietly. Do you remember the last time you felt strong? Was it when you stood up from a chair without needing to push off? Or when you carried a heavy pot of water without calling for help? Strength doesn't just come from exercise. It begins with what you give your body before turning off the lights at night. If you've ever felt tired getting out of bed in the morning, or noticed your legs aren't as agile as they used to be, maybe now is the time to listen more closely to your body. Don't wait until getting out of bed becomes a challenge. Be proactive. Start today with this evening's light meal. And if today's message touched something in you, a worry, a hope, or simply a detail you had once overlooked, then I invite you to share in the comments. Have you tried using these foods? Have you felt a difference after sticking with them for a while? We'd love to hear your journey, because sometimes your story can become the motivation that someone else needs. Don't forget to like and share this video if you found today's information helpful. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos, where we'll continue exploring natural, simple, and accessible ways for seniors to protect their health, mental sharpness, and independence with every step. Because every day, no matter what age you are, there is still a chance to become stronger. And sometimes it all begins with a boiled egg, a small kiwi, or a handful of pumpkin seeds resting in the palm of your hand.